Holy cow. Good morning. Happy
Good morning.
Wednesday. It was very strange. The video is doing some wonky stuff, but happy Wednesday to you. And it's a great day here in Mexico. And I see that we are freezing up on some Facebook stuff.
I think
So,
it might have been just because it was just starting.
morning, Pat. How are you? We have CLR for the first time in Mexico for us.
But that little bottle was like 380 pesos.
Which is
So
almost $20 Canadian. Maybe
over
15,
20 bucks Canadian.
$15 American in that area. But this is awesome stuff to have. You can get it at any Canadian Tire.
It's almost $20 American.
Oh, yeah.
At 380.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Oh, my gosh. Good morning. It's Wednesday. Low expectations, no disappointments. Awesome. We'll do fantastic then.
And I'm just cleaning off a silver ring while I chat with you guys.
I have to tell you guys.
Expensive stuff, said Jolene. Is it expensive in the States too?
I don't think it is. I think it's like water or vinegar or something. I mean, it's not going to be as cheap as vinegar. But
vinegar here is super cheap.
It is
super cheap.
Very, very inexpensive here. For us, I got my COVID results. I had COVID. Oh my gosh.
Surprise, surprise, he had COVID.
And I was full of antibodies. So it's interesting because when you read the American news versus the European Israeli news, it's a different disease. So the Israelis now are saying, holy crap, people with the vaccine, 800,000 people, more. Now, if you're over 50 and you get the disease after you've been vaccinated, the outcomes really aren't as good as if you're unvaccinated. Now, if you're under 50, fortunately, over 50. So for us, also ivermectin. Somebody sent us a message saying about faith-based. We didn't take ivermectin because we're faith-based. We took ivermectin because we read the freaking papers.
Because we look at other things other than CNN.
Yeah.
And listen to good old Biden. We can't even we watched some clips yesterday of
Dementia Joe.
Of Joe.
And anybody who voted for that guy.
Hilarious. It's actually.
We've known for a year, though, that the guy was like this.
Hilarious to the point of being extremely sad and extremely scary. As someone said, he has the codes for the
and it's funny
bomb.
Because if you're watching a certain news from a certain perspective, they defend this guy. Like he is the strongest, most amazing old man you've ever seen.
But he can't carry on a conversation. Like it's actually quite funny.
He fell down the stairs because of the wind.
Health Canada doesn't want you to use ivermectin.
Oh, of course not. And you can't hardly get ivermectin in Canada. And that is the one thing that the Canadians are like, please send us ivermectin, send us ivermectin, send us ivermectin. It is absolutely
Jolene
magical.
said Biden is very sad to watch. And she's American.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
And he, like, even on the G7, he had a 10-minute meeting with them. Hey, we're going to talk about this and that. And if he doesn't have the earpiece, he doesn't know what to say.
And did he really fall asleep while he was talking to the Israeli
president?
Oh,
my God. The fact checkers are saying, no, not at all. He was thinking or something. It was like,
that is insulting.
In the snoring that you heard, that was just, he was rumbling and he was humming a song.
Never mind. Good morning, you guys.
So we have the fans for the office now, which is good.
Yes.
We have the sink for
We bought a little kitchen cabinet or a bathroom cabinet. And I think, so we were talking about getting some built-ins made.
Yeah.
And then I saw these shelving units at this little highway store. And I'm thinking I might want those. So today we have a few things to do this morning. And then we're going to head to the office this afternoon. No, you don't get pictures. And we are going to measure and measure and measure again, making sure that the things that we bought are correct. My husband's nuts. You guys, this is nuts. Okay. But anyways,
I bought this.
Making sure that the measurements are correct. And if that's the case, I think I'm going to get those cabinets because I really like them. And I think they'd look fantastic in there.
So we were out yesterday and we went to a stainless steel store.
Okay, so we were all the way down. Like we walked along a lot of those from kind of basically by View and that Lafayette. Lafayette actually has some really nice furniture in there.
Yeah.
They're a little pricey, but the stuff is really nice in there.
It
so,
is.
anyways,
So I went to the stainless steel place and I got Christie these. So she could make me stuff. This this isn't commercial size, is it?
yeah,
Or is this
it's
just a
24.
standard? Okay.
Most of muffin tins are a dozen.
And it's got
It's really heavy.
It is very heavy, and it's got a Teflon, or it's not a Teflon. It'd be probably
a
stronger
coating,
than a
yeah.
Teflon. Stronger coating, 130, no, 1,300.
1,300 pesos,
Which is like
for a muffin tin.
$65
Oh,
US.
my husband.
I've never seen muffin tins for home being that
It's
big.
not for home. It's an industrial.
Yeah,
we were at an industrial store. We actually saw another industrial oven. I think it's a little bit smaller than ours, but it just looked like ours.
Looks industrial.
Ours is industrial, and it's a great stove and oven, and we will probably keep it forever because it's not going to break. But the we went with an off-brand. Okay, so it's kind of
made in Mexico. It's not an off-brand. It's just not.
But it's
use
not.
this in a high-end kitchen.
No. So we've had some issues with it. It seems to be working fine. It stays heating and et cetera. But will it fit in my oven? Yes. Oh, here, let's show Leslie how big my oven is compared to this big muffin tin.
I will move.
So Leslie, when you open up my oven, I can't quite fit 2 in, but
then also show the commercial pans. Because the commercial pans actually fit in the
grooves. So here is, okay, so y'all know I'm not a little person, okay? So this is double what a normal cookie sheet is.
And we can fit 4 in it.
Actually,
we have 4.
It's probably, I guess it would be double. And so it can actually fit right on the ledges in this stove. So I can stack more things even without the trays. So yeah, it's big. I can do
louder
3 9x13s in there.
Yep, it is a great stove. Are you coming back?
Yeah.
All right.
I can do 3 9x13s in there because the 9x13s that I have are the porcelain, more decorative ones, so they've got handles and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, I'd be able to fit 4 in. So yeah, and Jolene said that, did I see the clip of him watching his watch while he was with the military's family?
That was horrible. Mm-hmm. 5 times he looked at his watch. Yeah, I got places to be. Of course, he's late for every meeting and every press conference, but he's always checking his watch, and his son who died of cancer. Got to bring him up every freaking time.
And so the thing beside it, so this little door is just storage, and this has racks so I can put trays in it. Where's my phone? I'm just gonna probably spam
people. Yeah, it is. It's
probably
spam. So it is. It is. I love the new phones. How it says fraudulent, unknown.
And
spam.
Jolene's asking where the ice maker is. While we were sick, I had unplugged it because we weren't. Terrible. It's not terrible.
It makes so little. Like if you go to Costco right now, or maybe a few months ago, they had an ice maker that made like 12 or 13 pounds a day. This one, they're so thin and brittle that our new ice maker is kicking butt. Well, it's not our new ice maker.
No, they've repaired the one in our fridge.
And it really is.
And I am still going to get John to turn my chest freezer into a big ice maker. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, you chatted with your mom yesterday.
Chatted with my mommy yesterday just for a little while because she still had people over. She's moving in. Well, she's moved in to her new house. She's like, it's because she hadn't actually seen it before. I guess she did see it before she bought it. She went and looked at it. But she did not realize how big her furniture was compared to her little living room. So they had trouble, mostly stairs, getting it downstairs, et cetera, et cetera. So she had some troubles doing that. She has a lot more stuff, even though she pared down hugely. She still has a lot more stuff. The house is significantly smaller, although technically it's bigger, but she just doesn't have the space, so she's got to pare down even more.
It's got 4 bedrooms, so if you guys want to sleep over,
yeah,
it's all free. Go ahead, call her up.
So,
I'm kidding.
Yeah. So anyway, so my aunt and uncle and one of my mom's friends was over there last night. So I didn't get to chat with her very long, but she's happy. So I told her that over the next few days we'll do a video so I can actually see what the house looks like other than the pictures from the realtor.
So I will be doing 2 or 3 videos today. One will be the market report. One will be how to use Mexico Life, the website. What was the other one? Let me check. I have to write stuff down now.
Hi, Joe.
Oh, just about the map changes. So if you know about our Bucerius map, which it's a weird thing. My mentor in real estate said, never spend money on advertising. It only makes your sellers happy. It never makes you money. Now, marketing, very different. So we wanted to create a piece that people would carry. And
it's a great map and people love it. They were calling it the Elements map.
We would sell advertising just to cover some of the costs. It never covered all the costs.
No.
And it was more a pain in the butt going around.
It was tough because, yes, let me think about it. Let me talk to my business partner. Let me talk to, my manager. Let me talk to my accountant. And then we'd have to go back. And it was mostly me that did it. And so going back and going back and going back. And then, okay, well, you want to do this. Now we need the money. Now we need your artwork. We need you to do it because that's not what he's doing. We're not doing so you have to provide us with the artwork. And he ended up doing way more work.
Yeah, it was well over 100 hours just to modify the map.
Yeah.
Let alone everything else.
So what we've decided this year
with our new location
is we are going to only mention restaurants that are going to work with us. And what we mean by working with them is we will put your name on that map for free if you
have to give something.
You have to give them a discount,
a free drink,
a 2-for-1 drink, something. Give them something. So that's what we're going to be looking for. So we will be contacting everybody on the map. Now, some of these people don't do services like that they can give a discount.
I don't think we really want to.
But those kinds of people, I don't think some of them aren't even around anymore. So anyway, it's going to be a little bit different.
And some of them are idiots for saying that they wouldn't work with us because we believe different things than them. Idiots, not M words. Idiots.
I'm adding idiots to that now because now instead of calling people morons, he's just calling them idiots.
And really, there's only one that did that. And I won't tell you which one it is, but
which one? Show me.
I think it's these guys right here, right?
No, I don't know who you're talking about, babe.
Oh, well, we'll chat about it later. She knows. He sent you a text. He didn't even have the testicles to email me and talk to me.
Yeah, well, he knew I was really super sick.
It was funny. I mean, people are just stupid. I mean, they really, really are.
And I'm going to have to add stupid to that, too.
No,
because he needs to stop calling people names.
I will call them spicy then. He's a spicy fellow.
But spicy's only fun.
If it's our granddaughter.
It's cute, not spicy like...
Okay, well, they're pricky.
Anyways... Prickly. They're prickly pears.
Oh, I like prickly.
Yeah,
prickly Karens. Prickly guy Karens.
Hey, that I like better than calling people idiots and morons and stupid.
They're prickly.
We can call them prickly. You guys are okay with that, right?
I'll go prickly.
We already know what he means, but at least it doesn't sound so harsh and rude because that's really not who we are. We are not those people. It's just yes, we have very different beliefs than some people do. We get it. Also, also, I have to say this because this has been bugging me for a few days, and
Nice.
then it's going to be the end of it. We've had a lot of people say, why do you care so much about what happens in the United States? Why does it bother you so much? Why do you guys take such a big stand on the political state in the United States? Okay, first of all, yes, we are Canadian. We are from Canada. That is where our passport is from. That is where our children were born. We were born in Canada. We are Canadian, okay? We live in Mexico. So we are a country divided from our home country, first and foremost. So that little country, big country, in the middle of our country that we're from and our country that we've chosen to live in, affects us hugely, because if they do certain things to make things more difficult, I mean, our government is doing that enough in Canada where we can't even go home because we don't have the vaccine. They won't let us in the country unless we're willing to jump through a whole bunch of hoops. And even then, who knows?
Because you got a prickly prime minister.
Prickly guys. But people that tell us that it shouldn't matter to us what happens in the States, where do you think at least half of our income comes from? At least half. Right now it's more because the Canadians aren't traveling. But we sell real estate, and we sell real estate to anybody that wants to work with us, which is lots. We've had a lot of clients. We are still very busy. So anybody that says our stand on COVID or our stand on who we liked as president for the United States or who we liked as prime minister for Canada has not affected our business like some of you, I think, hoped. Well, I'm not going to list my house with you if I decide to list it. Big deal. Big deal.
Big effing deal.
But
prickly bastard.
The United States affects us here, all of us in Mexico.
The US affects everybody.
Yes, but it affects us as people living here. It affects us as realtors and business people. So don't tell me that I shouldn't have any interest or opinions that differ from yours. Let's just put it that way.
So when the president...
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Monica.
When the president before the last president was in proving that America, not racist, this was our sales here. Then when the last guy came in...
The previous last guy, not this current last guy.
No, the resident in the White House, not the president, the resident.
The resident.
When he got in, it just, we fortunately have this thing going on, but now we've got this world, the inflation and all the extra crap going on. It's not a fun time. I mean, we're still making money. Do not get us wrong. We are. But the last guy, awesome. People were like, spend money, spend money, spend money. The new guy...
And now it's, I need to get out of Canada, help me.
Oh, yes.
And then the budget isn't high enough for the most part.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of HGTV and Airbnb. Yeah. They've screwed up. It isn't just Mexico they screwed up. They screwed up the entire world because people want to be in a warmer place. If you're from Canada, you know what I mean.
Especially northern Canada, like Alberta.
There was no better feeling in the world than when we got rid of our snowblower.
Good morning, Jen. How are you this morning?
If I would have grown up, I think
If he would have grown up, period. Just leave it at that.
If I would have grown up in, say, Vancouver or Victoria, where it's rainy, I would have been miserable, but I think it would have been a little better. No,
because you need the sun, just like Ken's. Yeah, you need the sun, otherwise you do get a little owly.
Yeah, we had to change an entire living room, the floor, and everything just so I could get some sunshine.
Yeah. We had this house. It was actually our first house that we actually bought. Mm. Or was it our second?
It was our first.
Yeah. And it had this massive, massive window. So we changed the nasty orange shag.
It's like a ready orange shag.
To hardwood to laminate flooring. A light birch. Oh, it made the room look bigger. It was so much brighter. And so John would go and he would lay in the sun like a cat.
In the wintertime. And just lay there on the floor, just soaking up the sun.
And some summertime, because it's still Canada. So I hate my condo fees, but so grateful I don't have to shovel snow. I agree. With that.
It is a great reason to get a condo in Mexico also, because you don't have to do the yard work, etc. I mean, you don't have to shovel snow here, but you do have to look after the pool. And it is better to have somebody look after the pool than you, because The other thing too is that you can mostly lock and walk. What that means is you just turn the key and you go, and you've got security and all the other people looking after your place. If you've got a house, obviously the neighbors are kind of like, hmm. Now, this is not meant to frighten you or anything, because I don't think these days are the same anymore. But when we lived in our house by the water, the second day we moved in, we backed our van down the driveway to empty it out, thinking we're blocking.
We were so sneaky, nobody could see.
Nobody could see
because we had the thieves in the house behind us.
Yeah, we had a safe with like 12,000 Canadian dollars, which was like $3 American, and we're carrying.
At that time, our Canadian dollar was, we got 6.9 or 6.7 pesos to the Canadian dollar. That's what it was. Now it's like 16. Yeah. I don't know if it's still that high, but
there were guys that were living in the house behind us,
robbing
it over time. Like they were living in there and robbing it. They saw us carry the safe, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, nobody else in the world knows they've got a safe." Well, these guys had been robbing bucerias for over 2 years. And they got caught by robbing our house because somebody who lived in a condo that was higher than that saw them breaking into our house, doing all this stuff. So we lost about $6,000 worth of stuff, even though they caught the bad guys, because the police.
And then the police did ask us to buy them lunch.
Oh, absolutely. After they had robbed us, they also asked us. We
assumed the police robbed us
because. Yeah, it was just odd.
Because how do they find all the guys that broke into our house, but yet didn't find like our video camera and a bunch of CDs and little things like that? Good point about the house. I was kind of leaning that way because I love gardening, but I guess flowers on the deck would be nice. There's our house, I don't think anybody could get into our house. Our bars, we made sure, and if you do it right, we have bars on all our windows. Our front door, our back door has a security door.
You want to make sure that your house looks harder to break into than your neighbors. That's it.
Now, that doesn't necessarily help when you are one of the few foreigners in a very Mexican neighborhood, though, either. Because regardless of how much easier the neighbor's house looks like to get in, we're still white.
The last owner of this house had aluminum things, and I would just and I would just like this. You could get in.
Everything about that house, like all the doors, all the windows were aluminum, and I'm like, no wonder you guys kept getting
the house was cleaned out.
They had their hot water tank stolen, their gas tank off the roof stolen.
Yeah, they had everything stolen,
and everything. Lots of stuff in the house was stolen.
When we first saw this house was furnished and beautiful. When we saw it, when we bought it.
Not so beautiful.
No, it was terrible.
Not so beautiful.
I mean, even the bathroom was disgusting. I mean, the bathroom was a lot smaller.
Well, they started taking the tub. Someone started to take the tub out and never finished the job. So the tub was sitting in the front yard. There was a hole where there was supposed to be a tub, but that was fine because we weren't planning on putting in a tub anyways.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
I miss bathtubs. I've only had, since we moved to Mexico, maybe 4 or 5 baths. And usually that's only if we're staying at a hotel that has baths with really hot water. So we had friends of ours in Canada. I don't know if they've ever checked in on our show, but they bought us for a Christmas gift a new bathroom.
Yeah, they've checked in. She said hi before.
They loved us so. They were such incredible friends.
I'm not sure because we couldn't afford to redo our bathroom.
Yeah, but they gave us a brand new bathroom with a massive tub. And I'm a bath guy. So I would go in there and it was so deep because normal bathtubs.
I'm pretty sure the tub was really for the kids, but this big kid used it a lot.
And it was so beautiful, so nice. And then they put ceramic tile on all the walls. It looked just like a Hutterite kitchen. It was awesome. Except in Mexico, if you touch the wall, you're not going to scream to death. In Canada, if you touch a ceramic wall in Canada, you will die because you will freeze to death. It will instantly suck your heat out, and you will just be like...
No drama at all.
And they'll find
my husband.
This big old fat naked man frozen against the wall in your bathroom in Canada. So be
I'd
careful.
have covered you with a towel.
Do not ceramic
doily.
tile your bathroom in Canada because you will freeze to death if you accidentally
Oh
touch
my
the
goodness!
wall.
You can just stop now because it's
But
so not true.
now, we did have friends of ours. He was a plumber, and he did something that was so brilliant. Now, we're talking 25 years ago. This is long before now because everybody does this now.
Yeah, 25 years ago.
Subfloor heating, where the water is always going through the house. So even on the wood floors,
Mhm.
it was warm. Everywhere you went in there was warm. I loved that. To me, so it was easier for us to move to Mexico, though, than
Than
it
to
was to
spend
pay
all that
somebody
money, yeah.
to do that.
Especially in Canada. Yeah, I was not that person. I prefer the floors to be a little cool because I'm a hot mama.
She's, oh my God, in Canada in the wintertime, like when she was pregnant, she was like this furnace. And it could be minus 20
And Zach
outside.
was a February baby, so I did a lot
minus
of...
20, this happened. It's real. Minus 20, she's wearing just a fleece vest. And she's like, oh my God, oh my God. Like she was always hot. You were a hot mama.
Was a hot mama?
You are a hot mama.
Oh, dear, 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 dear.
All right, so we do have questions for you guys. Who has subfloor heating here? I like cold floors too, Leslie. I don't understand that.
I will say though, there was a few winters ago. We're probably going back like 10 years or 8 years. We had a really, for us, okay, I know I'm talking to some people from Calgary, so I get it, but we had a really cool winter.
Oh, that cool winter was probably 13, 14.
No, but we had another one because I really wanted slippers. Remember that one? My feet were cold all the time.
Wow.
So the next time, and I couldn't find them here. Amazon wasn't as big a thing yet, and they didn't have as many options. So we went to Canada, and that was one of the first things I bought was a pair of slippers. Now I honestly have probably only worn them 3 or 4 times because my feet really don't get cold that often. But I have them now. They're purple.
The nice thing I think with a cold floor is you're going to have less ants.
Yeah.
The ducts in my house run under my kitchen and bathroom tile, so the floors get warm in the winter. I love that.
And that's a way to do it without spending all the money to get the in-floor heating, is just make sure your ducks are in a row.
I like that.
It's so funny, you guys.
That's good. I like that. That's good.
What is the average temp in December to February? Well,
lows are going to be 16 to 20 degrees typically. Now, we've had as low as 10 one day in 18 years, 12. We've probably had...
This winter we had more cold days.
3 or 4 days.
This winter was cooler.
16 is that's a cool...
I would say 16 to 25. That's probably I would say that would be our average range, 16. So we always say it's like the perfect Alberta summer, which
really is
this big.
It's the perfect Alberta summer day.
Yeah.
Except you're not going to freeze to death in the morning. We would do mornings when we
Jeff isn't on, but they close on their house right away, like the 8th or something, don't they?
No, we close at the end of September. Oh,
no,
their
house in Canada.
Yeah, that's right. I believe, yeah. So, yeah, it is definitely... Oh, so we would do the markets, and I would have to bring a heater. On the last summer that we worked, because it did snow the August long weekend in Sylvan Lake, Alberta, Canada, which is the August long weekend. That is the first or second.
Like we're talking snow, blowing snow, blizzard conditions. It was cold.
So I went to Canadian Tire, bought a dual heater that went on the top of a propane thing. And I don't know why the hell we didn't do that sooner.
Yeah, because mornings were cool. I mean,
it really made life bearable to be warm when you're working behind.
And, we're doing little fiddly things and our hands would get cold. And so.
Yeah, I got cut here like 30 years ago. And the pain that I feel when my hands get cold, I have such pain in my hand and my feet.
And then I get pains in my butt because he complains.
It's kind of true. So I haven't had those types of pains in Mexico. And it is funny, as soon as we go back to Canada, within 3 weeks, I start getting joint pain. Then we come back to Mexico, and very quickly it all goes away.
That's why, Jolene, we need those pills, the joint pills, from when we go up to the States in October. A month.
When I talk joint medicine, I mean something else.
You do not.
I might. All right, guys, we're done. Tomorrow, please let us know what questions you have about Mexico life, like living here, real estate. Just great questions. Say, hey, talk about this, talk about that. Have this person on. I think we're going to do.
Tell John to stop talking.
We are going to do external locations probably at least once a week. Mm-hmm. Next week, I think I know which one we're going to do, but their sign is down right now, and I don't know why.
They're still open, but yeah. So what was the right price? Was that the right price for the pills? Yeah. When we first started buying them a few years ago, they were like $18, $19. But yeah, I've noticed a few places, like online, I don't know what zip code it put me in. There was $23.99, but you had them for $21.99. So that's a pretty decent price.
Inflation.
Yeah, well, things are going up everywhere.
Oh, I know.
get it.
I know. Thanks, Biden.
All right, you guys, take care. Have a great day.